good? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shay and this is Manifesting with Karmic Sight Gal. If you're new here, thanks for joining. Here on my channel, I talk about manifesting and creating the life that you deserve to have, my process through ascension and overall self-awareness, growth, and healing. And today I am going to be talking about none other than the Life Path 9. Now, if you are part of the spiritual family, welcome back. I am so glad to have you here with me again. And we're going to jump this right off and get right into the Life Path 9. So if you are unfamiliar with a Life Path number is, this is a number that tells you who you are pretty much and what your purpose is going to be. It's going to give you some tools as things that may be blockages in your life as your specific number, or it's going to tell you some things that you're already naturally good at that you want to tap into further to become more in alignment with your purpose. All right, so for every life path number I create a card, and I got some facts up in here for y'all. So life path 9, this is who I call the evolved. Okay, so as I am going through the energy of all of these different life path numbers, I have begun to realize that each path is a vibration, it's an energy, and it's something that all of us, no matter what life path number we have, are going to have to experience some point in our journey. So it's been a wild ride now that I'm at life path 9, and then I'll be moving into the master numbers here pretty soon. So some things about life path 9s are they are generally healers. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the back of the card here. Life path 9 is associated with the ninth tarot card, which is the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. Okay, as a life path 9, seclusion is going to be very important for you on your path, and we're going to get more into that, but I'm just going to go in and talk about the Hermit a little bit. So the Hermit is definitely a card of introspection. This is just telling you that it's a certain time period of your life where you need to seek your own self for advice and just to clear out all of the static that comes with having so many different ideas and opinions and perceptions thrown at you from the people around us and society in general. Okay, so if you are looking for answers, which is the life path 9, you'll definitely be looking for them. Okay, then you want to meditate, whatever that means to you. You want to do that as a 9. Okay, so some of the qualities that I have here for life path 9 are, first of all, you guys are very creative. You definitely carry the vibration of both the 3 and the 6, and you guys are super creative people. Okay, you guys definitely just have an artistic flair to you, and it just comes natural to you. That's what feels good, to be doing or making something, and your purpose is definitely going to be in alignment with creating something. It's just going to be specific to your skills. Okay, now, another thing about life path 9s is they are old souls. Life path 9s are very wise people. You know, some people believe that the life path number you are on is the amount of life paths that you've had. And I don't personally believe that. I just feel like life path number is more like a channel to which way you're going to direct your purpose in this life. Okay? So as a life path 9, you guys just definitely are old souls. You just have that wise energy about you as a life path 9. People have probably have told you that all your life, or you just kind of feel like you know things. Life path 9s are very intuitive. So you're just naturally going to be inclined to know a bunch of different things. All right. So another quality about life path 9 is that you guys are super helpful, because you are associated with the sign of Virgo. They're like very nurturing, very caring, and your purpose is going to be somewhat aligned with that, how you are going to help heal others. Okay, in a sense. And then another thing about life path 9 is that you guys are super versatile. It's like you never know what you're going to get out of a life path 9. Out of all the life paths, you guys probably have the most eclectic group of people. Like, you guys, I have the hardest time guessing somebody is a life path 9. So I'm going to start on the outside of the card. Here we have the number 9, and here it says the evolved. And what I have is a mirror here. It reminds me of Sleeping Beauty when the witch is like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Okay. Life Path 9, you guys are super intuitive and very empathetic. So you carry a lot of other people's energy. And sometimes you have to just take a moment to reflect and to get away from all that energy. Sometimes you have to figure out what energy is yours, what weight and burdens are you carrying that are not yours, okay? And we're going to get more into that as we get inside the card. So first, I just want to talk a little bit about the number 9 and from a numerological standpoint, what this means, this vibration and this energy that you carry as a 9. Okay, the number 9 is all about serving humanity and wisdom. It's all about learning and accepting responsibility. So as a life path 9, there's going to be a fine line between the things that you feel responsible for and are not yours, or actually taking responsibility for the things that you have done. As a 9, it might be both, it might be one or the other, but you'll definitely have some experience with that. That'll be something that you have to overcome. As a 9, a lot of the lessons that you're going to be learning are going to be related to forgiveness, selflessness, and being more compassionate. Life Path 9, y'all can be very selfish and self-centered. It's just honestly the facts of the situation, because you get so used to that being by yourself energy, not needing anybody, that independent energy, then you become selfish and you start to put yourself before everything and everybody else. And it's like, yeah, put your mask on first, but like, don't be a dick and steal the next person's oxygen. You know what I mean? So we're going to creep into our birth chart and we're going to talk a little bit about the 9th house. So the 9th house is your house of spirituality. So as a life path 9, your purpose is definitely going to be somewhat related to your spirituality, or your spiritual journey is going to bring you into your life's purpose. So a lot of the times, as a 9, you have these moments, these ego deaths, where you're supposed to step outside yourself. You're supposed to, get out of any past beliefs, perceptions, and things, stuff that you just generally have to let go. And that in itself is like the energy of the number 9. When you even think about the number 9 in like tarot, it's like always releasing, letting, a closing of a cycle. So that is something that you're going to have to come to terms with as a 9. There's going to be many times where you have to be doing releasing. So your purpose might be related to like philosophy or just having a higher level of knowledge. Life path 9s might be people that are super educated, like that have high levels like masters or 2 and 3 degrees and stuff like that. Your purpose is going to be directly related to growth and knowledge. Whether you are growing and learning more about yourself to reach your purpose, or teaching other people how to become more spiritual. Your view of the world and your perception of the world is going to be super important, because as long as you have those limiting beliefs, it's going to be really hard for you to ascend as a life path 9, and for you to really reach and find fulfillment in every way that you want to. And life path 9, you guys are meant to be in long-term relationships, but it's something that you generally run away from, like a lot of self-sabotage for sure, and maybe feelings of not deserving the love that you seek or that you desire. And then when you get it, you kind of get that feeling of it's too good to be true, so you fumble it. And most importantly, similar to the 9 life path, similar to the 5, Life Path 9, you guys are definitely meant to travel and to move around the world. So maybe your career is going to be related to travel somehow, or it's going to permit you to travel. Now, we're going to get into the card here, and I am going to just say like a little message that I came up for with you guys as a Life Path 9. So it says, release judgment and the need to control yourself and others. Learn to accept what is and let go of what isn't. So I'm going to elaborate more on what I mean by that for you as a Life Path 9. First, I'm going to talk about some people that are Life Path 9 so you can get the idea of what it's like, what people are living like you. Life Path 9s, your overall vibration definitely has a throat chakra blockage. If you got something to say, baby, just say it. Okay? Some people that are Life Path 9s, of course, here on my channel, we keep it nothing but black, so don't be offended. I just like to highlight black people in my cards. That's it. Jada Pinkett Smith, Prince, Alicia Keys, Gandhi, Tyra Banks, Morgan Freeman, Bob Marley, and Jimi Hendrix. Okay, so first of all, a lot of these people coming into their spirituality kind of changed their lives and their perception in a big way. When you think about Jada Pinkett Smith, all I could think about is her show, The Red Table Talk, and how she uses this to promote healing and wellness. And of course, she was well known as an actress for many years, but I honestly think when she created The Red Table Talk, people were allowed to connect with her on a much different level than we ever have before. Okay. Even Alicia Keys, she has written a couple books, I think, that talk about her spiritual journey and how she had to create boundaries in her life and stuff like that. I haven't read this book, but I was definitely thinking about it. I just don't promote homewreckers. I'm sorry, Alicia girl, but the book looked super good, and I seen the commercial and it looked really entertaining. But if you're interested, if you're an Alicia Keys fan, I recommend the book for real, because it looked like it was giving what it was supposed to give. And of course, Gandhi, he's not black, he's Indian, but I felt close enough, and that might be problematic, but I feel like obviously he was a great example. When it comes to like selfishness and ego and things like that, although he is known for being a spiritual guide and a guru, so to speak, there are many people who have said and spoke up and said things about him and his practices. So, you know, take that as you may. You know what I mean? We got Tyra Banks, Morgan Freeman, Bob Marley, and Jimi Hendrix. And really the last person I'm going to speak on this list is Tyra Banks, because she's well known for her work on Top Model. And the way that they used to tear them girls apart on that show like that, like, it was real nasty. It was the exact opposite of humanitarian. And I think as a Life Path 9, you guys really want to be so bad. I think some of y'all even consider yourself to be like a humanitarian or a healer, or that you're so empathetic towards people. But it's only your cross to bear if you actually are doing and being that. You know what I mean? So some jobs that you may have, or that will be an alignment with a Life Path 9, will be a philanthropist, a doctor, a spiritualist, an architect, any type of politician, someone that works in the humanitarian field, like for a nonprofit, or just, you know, has like subsidiaries that does things that's like donating, anything like that. And then of course any type of artist. So if you create and your creations are sold as art, whether it's music, actual physical arts, whatever it is, you're an artist. You know what that means. Okay, so we're going to jump right in and start talking about the shadow and the light side. Of course, I like to start with the shadow side, and we're just going to talk a little bit about some qualities that you guys may be prone to, and some things that, you know, are going to be blockages and holding you back from really, you know, becoming ascended, really being in alignment with your purpose. So, as I said before, life path 9s can be considered selfish. When you spend so much time giving energy to yourself, it feels freaking good. And then you might be prone to be getting taken advantage of, and you start to feel like, well, this person's just going to take advantage of me anyways. I might as well put myself first. And you know, life path 9, I just want you guys to really just be in the moment of things. That's the best advice I can give you as far as being selfish. In this moment, how are those people treating you and making you feel? And you just want to make them feel, at the very least, reciprocate the energy they given. That's all I could say. Life path 9, like I said, the energy of the 9 is all about releasing. It's very much new. It's very much full moon energy. You know, it's very much being so full of emotions and not processing them. So as a life path 9, you want to be very in touch with your emotions. You want to know how it is you're feeling. It's a good idea just at the end of the day, or even when you first wake up in the morning, you just kind of assess yourself and say, how am I doing? How am I feeling? And process and feel what it is, and then let it go out throughout your day, release it so you can enjoy a good, nice rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's like mind over matter. If you don't mind, then it don't matter. So if it's bothering you enough to cause you stress, then you need to do something about it. Now, if it's not making a huge difference or affecting your life right now at this moment, 9s, then why are you even giving it any energy? It's like you're honestly siphoning energy from the things that you could be creating fulfillment from right now, just to give power to something that no longer is. Let things be what they are, okay? Now, life path 9s, like I said, you guys really hold on to feelings, emotions. Y'all carry around a lot of resentment and even guilt for past things that you may have done to people. And this creates an emotional imbalance within yourself. Life path 9s, I'm not going to say it no more times the rest of this video, but you just got to feel to heal, and that's on period. It's like y'all want to jump from situation to situation, whether it's a job or a relationship or a friendship, thinking that these issues are not going to follow you into their next thing, but like, that's not real. You just carrying around these bags, little Erykah Badu head ass, and then you're placing those burdens on your next relationship, on your next partner, on your next job, all these expectations that you're carrying from the past. Like, let that hurt go, honey. Let it go. Another thing, like I said, life path 9s, you can tend to lack compassion, and this is very low vibrational behavior. As a 9, if you are very evolved, like you are supposed to be, like you are, like that is your purpose, if you are evolved, then you're not gonna have these same type of blockages where you feel like you cannot be compassionate or empathetic for people. At the very least, meet people with kindness, and that's just on that. Life path 9, now you guys tend to have some abandonment issues. Let's just go ahead and call it out, okay? And what does abandonment lead to? Codependency. So I don't know what happened, life path 9, if it could have been related to your childhood, which is more than likely. If you had a series of relationships or friendships that you feel like generally let you down, or it just didn't pan out the way that it was, this creates this space in you to just always have this lack, like you just never got it, and you be so thirsty to get it, like, and you have this huge fear of nothing really staying in your life, no matter what it is. Like if you get a promotion, you just can't trust that the money's good. If you meet a new friend, you want to put them through a series of tests to make sure they ain't gonna tell your business. You get in a new relationship, then you start to sabotage it more than likely because you were like, let me leave them before I get left. So if you having these issues, first of all, go to fuck to therapy. Read some self-help books if you can't afford therapy. Recognize that you have an issue and take responsibility for the way that you're behaving. Okay? I mean, that's all I have to say about that. And the next thing though is life path 9s. You can tend to be a little bit manipulative. As people who generally have been used before, they kind of take that energy like, it's like those tweets when they be like, oh, this dude got his heart broken second grade, and now he just go around breaking everybody else's hearts. And it's just like, honey, it's not hurting nobody but you. It's not hurting nobody but you. And hurt people. So either you're gonna hurt another person or you gonna get hurt again. So just take a step back, take a break when you get in that space, man. Like, don't just keep jumping into the next thing just to fill yourself with something or anything. And also know yourself and know your intentions. If you are clear with your intentions from the beginning, there's no reason that you're gonna feel the need to control or manipulate any type of situation or relationship. That's really all I had to say as far as the shadow side. Y'all let me know in the comments if these are some things that y'all feel like y'all struggle with or have struggled with in the past before you were on the path to enlightenment. So now, as far as the light side, these are some things that I encourage you to do as a life path 9 that are going to bring you more fulfillment, that is going to bring you closer to your purpose. Okay, so the first thing is life path 9 is you guys just need to experience life. Like, y'all have that Virgo energy, so you so focused, hyper focused on specific things and details and the outcome, and it's just like, just live your life though. Just live, just have fun, just experience life, just have relationships, just allow yourself to be free and be who you are. That's just it. Okay, now the next thing is boundaries. Like I was saying before about, who was I saying? I was saying somebody about some goddamn boundaries, but you guys need boundaries, and it's because so that you don't take advantage of people, so they don't take advantage of you, so that you are not giving too much of your energy away. And it's hard at first to figure out boundaries. It's hard to establish them, and it's hard to maintain them, especially when it comes to connections that you've had in your life for a long time, and all they recognize is the old you. They don't know who this new version of you is, so you just look shaky and flaky at this point. You have to set boundaries for who you are right now. The past don't matter. Okay, another thing, life path 9, is you guys just want to be focused. Harness that mercurial energy, communicate your needs, and focus on what it is that you want. So only give your energy to the things that you really care about and have passion for. Everything else, dead it. Okay, so life path 9, you guys are gonna have to learn how to become happy within yourself, and that's when you're gonna spend these times alone, because you're going to realize that only you can really bring yourself true happiness. There's going to be times in your life where you feel like you getting in and out of relationships, or maybe you got friend groups that's not necessarily in alignment with who you are, or even you work in a job that's not really making you happy, and it's like you have all these high expectations for things to be a certain specific way, and if it doesn't, then you get met with disappointment, or then you're so miserable, or your life is so unhappy because specific people left your life, or because you lost a job or something. It's like you gotta find, as a 9, how to be happy with just being you, how to be happy with nobody else. Let those other things like your hobbies and your relationships just only add on. It's just only an addition to your fulfillment and your overall happiness. Only you can create that foundation of what happiness means to you, and only you can continuously fill that cup. Don't have the expectation for other people to do that for you, okay? And don't do it for others neither, okay? Don't try and make somebody happy. You can't make anybody happy but yourself, okay? So another thing, Life Path 9, is you guys kind of get a little bit distracted in a way, or y'all might give up easily. Like Life Path 9, y'all literally need to learn how to have faith and trust in yourself and finish what you started. Like, don't give up on something. Try and have an open mind as to, like, what can I do differently? Like, always ask just what's only questions. What can I do differently? What's actually working? Focus on what is working and release what's not working. But at the end of the day, just make sure you finish it, because it's real hard as a Life Path 9. Y'all have this constant energy of needing to get things done, needing to close things out and finish them, but y'all rush the process and then are disappointed when it's not finished at the expected time that you wanted it to be done with. So finish what you started, but take your time with it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And the very last thing as a Life Path 9 is y'all just want to be a helping hand to others. It's so much in alignment and in your energy just to give, and that's where the boundaries come in place. But just do what you can to help others, no matter what it is. Like, be aware of where your emotions and even where your hormones are. If you know you need some serotonin, then give somebody else another compliment and see how that's going to fulfill and spark you. Like, see what you can do that's going to help others but also make you feel good. That's going to be very in alignment with your purpose, 9s. So I'm just going to say the what am I saying? The little spiel I did for you guys one more time, the message. And then I want to talk about the energy of all the Life Path numbers, okay? So just release judgment and the need to control yourself and others. Learn to accept what is and let go of what is not. So as a Life Path 9, you actually carry the energy of all the other previous numbers before you, okay? So you have a little bit of a harder of a task of closing and completing cycles, because you have to go through all 9 steps before you can reach fulfillment. And it just is what it is. So I'm going to go through Life Paths 1 through 9 and just talk about their purpose a little bit, so you can know as you move through each of these vibrations, no matter what Life Path number that you are, and it will ultimately bring you fulfillment. So the first thing is, as a Life Path 1, you need to seek independence, and we all need that. You need to figure out who you are and allow yourself to trust yourself and to lead yourself. As a number 2, relations are very important. You want to figure out how it is that you can cooperate with other people, and you want to make sure that you are paying attention to detail and finding patience and balance, okay? As a Life Path 3, creativity is going to be the forefront of your purpose, and it's very important that you watch the way that you communicate, how it is that you manage your friendships, and also just do and pay attention to the things that bring you happy. And that's just that, okay? As a 4, you guys are like the number of a breakthrough. This is going to be a time where you really start to build up your own foundation. So all you want to do is do what you love. Carry that vibration over from 3 and do all the things that you love. That is what is going to build the foundation and create the stability. When you focusing on the things that you love, you don't even have time to give energy to the things that are not in alignment with you. Okay, as a 5, it is time to seek freedom above anything else. This is time for you to learn lessons, let go of mistakes that you've had, and find some healthy coping mechanisms that's going to get you through all these changes during this time of your life. Now with the 6, responsibility is very much highlighted with this number, okay? You have a responsibility to yourself, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, and to find balance in both your work and your home life, all right? Now, as a 7, the forefront of this space in your life is going to be wisdom, okay? So the things that you naturally are inquiring about, want to know more about, they are going to help you become more developed. They're going to help your inner child heal. And this is the part where you're going to really be connected to your spirituality. Now, in the vibration of 8 here, this is the time where we really become satisfied with ourselves. It's like we have done the work and now we can really actually see the fruits of our labors. This is the time for us to truly manifest and to vibrate on a very gratuitous vibe. Be grateful and stay humble, and that's it. And then once we reach 9, the vibration of 9, this is completion. And this is the time for us to really speak our mind and follow our feelings. Head over heart, and that's on that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to book a personal life path reading with me, I'll have that link below. Hit my link tree. You can find me on the 3 Strikes podcast here on YouTube, or Anchor FM, Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And you can also check me out, because I am now live streaming on Twitch at The Blank Space with Shani and Bianca of Mindful BS Podcast. And we do our live show where we talk about pop culture, things that's going on in the news, new music, TV shows, and movies that are coming out lately. And it's just the entire vibe and a good time. So if you want to check that out, just hit my link tree. We're there every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll check you guys out on my next video, and I hope you stay blessed, and I wish you much abundance and prosperity. Peace out.